This is my Vivaro van. The first bit you can see is a pair of loading ramps. This is for my wife's mobility scooter. They just sort of slot into where the step goes. I've done a bit of carpeting around the bottom there. I've still got the flooring to do yet. This is the electrical bit. I've got a 12 volt out at the bottom, 240 in the middle, and I've got an isolation switch from the battery and a USB socket. This is the electrical box, which is going to house all the bits and pieces for the electrical stuff. As you see, the lights one, I've got 4 lights in the ceiling. The ceiling is actually fully insulated underneath, so the side panels, they've got that insulation foamy stuff underneath them. This is where the cooker's going to go. I'm not sure what sort of cooker to have yet. I don't know if I have a freestanding one or integral. You can see hanging down there's the gas pipe. That is the box to the right hand side for the gas cylinder, and at the back you can see the bed. It's a bit short, but I can lay diagonal across it. And to the right at the bottom there behind the roundup is battery. Well, there's 2 batteries underneath there. It's the opening electrical panel. You can see the 12 volt on the right hand side. That's the supply from the battery going to all the light fittings and outlets. The box on the left hand side is going to be for solar panel. It's going to be the isolator. I know you can't really see it, but there's 2 holes above it and 2 holes below it, which will go down to the battery. I've got to have that converter thing in there somewhere as well. That little panel at the top I made, which just unscrews. That's where the cables come through from the roof. I've actually drilled the holes in the roof at the moment. I've got some rubber plugs in there. Yeah, all the timber is, I didn't want to put any varnish on it, so what I've done, I give it a couple of coats of wax, and the wax is actually really nice. The roof's got 1 more coat, I think, really, but it looks much more natural rather than varnish, because the varnishy stuff does go off. This 4-way stretch carpet stuff's really, really good. I struggled with it to start off with, but it actually fits really well now. Once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy to use. Obviously this is underneath where the cooker can go, and the gas pipe's just hanging there at the moment. I've taken obviously the cab part, and so it makes it look bigger in the back. I don't know if you can see it at the moment, but I've actually turned the passenger seat around the other way, just temporary, to make it look bigger. So I'm just making my mind up at the moment which way to go with it, whether to have a cooker, have an integral one, or one that stands on it. I think I might go for the one that stands on it, because I don't really use a cooker that much, if I'm totally honest. It's looking rather nice at the moment, all nice and clean and tidy. I think I've got through about 6 cans of that spray adhesive. This is underneath the bed. This is the battery box that I made. I made it out of some slats from the bottom of the bed I had, which I all took apart. You can see the seat there, the passenger seat turned around temporarily to make a bit more room. This is obviously the colour gas bottle, and that's the 240 incoming. That's the MCBs on it. I've actually got a thing on the outside, which you can see it now. That's just for the 240. I've actually got a generator as well, so I can plug a Jenny into that and supply the BEM 240 when I need it. And the back doors, the actual felty stuff, I had to put it at a bit of an angle. I don't know if you see it. So there, it's an angle. I was going to cover the whole door, but it actually goes above the rubber seal, which is there. So if it goes above the seal, water will ingress through the back of the felty stuff. So I made it so it'll just flush from the bottom of the rubber seal. Just needed to have a bit of a tidy up now, get the rest of the stuff out of it. It's just another quick view inside. All the lights are on. Well, my fuel can on the left hand side. That's the reason the bed's so high. I have actually ordered a mattress for it. You can get them sort of made to size now, so that's all good. Yeah, back inside again. Obviously the back doors are all done. When they're closed, it looks really nice. Looks nice and cosy and warm. You can't actually see. Well, this is the front part I want to show you. A bit fiddly to make that, but I got there in the end. Again, you can see the seat, the double seat turn round. It's only 4 bolts holding it down, so when I go on site I can just quickly flip it around. this part I'm showing you now, that it was actually part of the bulkhead on the left hand side. I even sort of put a bit of carpet around the bottom of that edge there. Again, we're going back again to the ramps. I've got to do the flooring yet. Not sure what sort of floorings I might do them stick on tiles. This part there is just a bit more of the bulkhead that I cut, just to fill the gap in. I should have made it a little bit bigger, a bit of hindsight, but there you go. Right, this is the second attempt of the template. The first one actually got ripped when I was putting the floor of the bed in. Well, with both of them actually. So this is the second one. I've just pinned it to the plywood. It's a 5.5mm ply, which is 6mm in it really. I've just drawn around it carefully, well, best I can. And all I've got to do is cut it out now, which is Right, I'm just getting ready to put this panel on. I've had to put some braces right in the middle here to stop it flexing, because this board's only not 6mm or 5.5mm as advertised. I've got to put some of this more, this, I don't know if you can see more of this anti-booming stuff. I've got to put some more of that, this panel and that panel there. And then I'm going to fill the whole lot up, even in the gaps in there. I'm going to fill it up with some insulation. Then I'm going to put the board on. Now, what I'm going to use for the securing are these little countersunk things. Don't know if you can see it on there, little countersunk self-tapping screws. They've got like a little drill bit on the end. So I might put a little bit of adhesive around as well, or I might not, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, I might mark the panel up where it's going to go, so I'm going to drill it all the way around here, into there, around that side. And in the bottom piece, I'll obviously have them go into this wood. The only bits I can't get is this piece here and this piece there. So when the panel goes in, it's quite a few screws. I think I've done a bit of overkill on the screws, but what I don't want it to do is start rattling. And I have to put a few more down this side, because obviously I've got to try and pull this board in somehow. I'm not sure if it's going to pull it or not, but sure it will. Then I've got to do the other one the other side. I did have trouble getting this to fit out. What I did first, I used like a paper template, and I should do some cardgery, because paper was a bit of a pain really, because it was too flimsy. Anyway, I managed to get there, and it took once I'd cut this out, I had to sort of offer it up a couple of times just to get it about right. Once this is all in, I want to cover the whole lot with this that carpet 4-way stretch stuff. So that's it. So get on with the other one, that one there. Well, I don't think you can see it's out of focus at the moment, but the next one, I'm just going to take that off and drill it ready for fixing. Right, on this panel, I wanted it to go inside here, so it comes down the bottom and picks up on there. Obviously, there would be no support there, so I had to screw this piece of wood in there. I had to plane it at a bit of an angle. I know you can't really see it on the camera, but that's it in there. Again, I'll be able to start, can't screw it there, but I can screw it as from about here all the way around, so that's absolutely fine. And the bottom edge, I'm going to have to screw it on this piece here. I will put a bit of something underneath here, I'm not sure what yet. After I think about that, I might just put some nails, just some big poles to stop it vibrating around, or some mastic. So again, this one, this got these sound, I don't know what they are, it's just sort of vibration. This could be packed out of insulation. Then the board goes back on. I've drilled all the holes for this one. What I did there, I have to mark it so I don't, when I go through, I don't actually go through these big holes, but I'll mark down there and transfer it across. So it should actually fit there. That's pretty much how it's going to go. I think it goes up just a tad higher. That'd be fine. Might just lift it up just a little tiny bit. Goes up something like that. Alright, this is the battery box I made. Obviously you can see it's made out of bits. These bits here were actually off of the bottom of a bed I had. I cut quite a few years ago. I scrapped the bed, but I kept all the bottom slats, so that's them. This was another piece of plywood, the last piece I'd left. That was a piece left over. not sure where from. These little clips here, those are from a kit car I had quite a while ago. And I brought them and I didn't actually like them, so I put them in my little drawer. They come in handy for that. So that's all done. Bit of grey paint on the top. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that at the moment. Probably just leave it like this because you're not going to see it anyway. But it's nice just to finish it all off. I think I will give it another coat of paint. Just make it look nice. So that's well, this is the box I've made for the colour gas bottle. I made it out of all the offcuts which I had from the bed and the cooker stand, and all these bits here are just, well, you can see they're just cut up from loads of other sort of random bits of wood. That's all the wood I've got. I haven't really got a great deal, but there's some more offcuts from the ply. Now the problem I had yesterday, I did try and fit it, and it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually 3mm too high. This 3mm, that's all it was. Now, I should have built this first before I put the top of the bed in, or the base of the bed. It's a bit awkward now, so I'm actually going to go and trial fit it in a minute to see if it fits. But the gas bottle actually sticks up a little bit, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it in or not. So first of all, see if I can get the box in. Once that's in, I'll try that. I wanted to go for the bigger gas bottle. This is the 7kg rather than the little tiny ones. So that will just keep me going for the whole season probably. Proof is now, I'm going to try and fit it, see if it fits. Well, I did trial fit it in, and it's actually really tight. This top piece is going to have to come out, but I did find that there's a on the bottom of the bed, there's a joist that goes across here, so I can put a little piece of angle up here and connect it up there, so it's not going to be a problem. So I leave it in there just for the time there's a space. So now the bottle goes in, but it's really, really tight. So I'm not sure these bottles, if they're all exactly the same size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the base out, just to give it another sort of 12mm clearance. So I'm just going to cut it sort of right the way down here, right the way around here, and back out again. So it's not ideal, but that's going to have to do. I won't be able to get it in. Because if I make it fit this one bottle, then what'll happen is if I get another bottle and it's a bit bigger, it won't go in. Right, this is the box for holding the gas cylinder, which is down on the floor at the moment. I made a few mistakes on it. I'll show you what they are. I had to cut the bottom out. I don't know if you can see it. Around here, I had to cut all this out. It did go in, but it's a bit too tight, so I thought I'd just cut the bottom out and let it sit on the floor of the van. Another mistake I made was down the side here. The bottom of the van floor doesn't actually, I don't think it's that flat. And when I sort of bolted it all back up together, I'll show you in a minute when I go in the van, there's a gap there. So cleverly what I thought I'd do, I'll just put a little piece of wood in. That was an offcut from something outside. I don't know what it was, a little bit of ply, so I glued that on. and I put the carpety stuff over. I don't know if you can see it there or not, but it actually looks really nice. The only thing is was a bit too long down there, so I just had to plane that off. It was a bit too tight fit. What else have I done? These are the straps for the gas bottle. I'll just put them on. These little bits here, I got from boat chandlers. They're quite expensive for what they were. So the idea is when you put the bottle in, it pulls it up tight against these pieces of wood there. What else we got? That's it. In the back, I've got to finish it off at the moment because there's a couple of screws sticking out the back. I'll just grind them off. I didn't actually carpet the back of it. A couple of reasons really. One reason you can't actually see it, and the other reason I haven't actually got my carpet left. These little brackets here are to secure it in when it's all in there. That little hole there is for the gas pipe. There's some more fixings down there. Down here, I don't know if you can see them, there's a couple of holes all the way down here, but they go into the size of the existing panel. Everything's all glued. I've tried the door on, it actually fits nicely. But I can't get this box in with the door on, so I'm going to go and put the box in there first and see how we get on. Right, these are the two hole saws I've got. That one there is too small, and that one's too big. I don't really want to go out and buy one just for this. So what I've done, we'll go to the lathe and I'll show you. Well, I've cut two out here, two bigger ones, using the big one. So what I've started to do is actually, I bolted them, put a bolt through, put them in the lathe, and I'm actually going to turn them down to the diameter. The tool I've got in there is the wrong tool actually really, but it's sort of cutting. Well, I'm not sure this is going to work or not, but I went trying to do this one-handed. So I put an index a little few down there, not a lot. Another cut down on the way back.